North Pocono have had some classic battles in recent years. 1991 Eastern Conference Championship.
Dallas looking for the end zone, has a... Oh, surprise!
North Pocono rallied for a 22-21 victory. Well, the Bulldogs have had the better of the matchups, winning 4 of the last 5 games played. This afternoon, Berwick and North Pocono will decide the District 2 Class 3A Championship. The high school football giveaway next!
WYOU Sports presents the High School Game of the Week. Today, the District 2 AAA Championship featuring the North Pocono Trojans and the Berwick Bulldogs.
This is Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium where district champions are being crowned. Next up, the District 2 Class 3A title where Berwick and North Pocono are getting set to bang heads once again. Hi again, everybody. John Nugent along with J.P. Mack welcoming you to the second half of our Championship Saturday doubleheader. 3A title up for grabs in this one, and to no one's surprise, it's Berwick and North Pocono once again. A Berwick team is just loaded with talent.
Well, they have a lot of household names. You've got Stoiko, you've got Smith, Bennett, Keck, Robbins, and a multitude of Kishbaz. So it's going to be an exciting game, and I've got a funny feeling Stoiko's going to come around today. After Smith's performance last week, he wants the ball.
A household name for North Pocono is Charles Lukey, one of the best running backs in the state. North Pocono's offense revolves around this kid.
Well, Lukey's nearing 2,000 yards, 27 touchdowns. He's a great player. I got a funny feeling today you're going to see him on the wing, catching the ball a little bit. North Pocono's going to have to mix it up a lot more than just giving the ball to Lukey today. You might see them pass.
The winner of this ball game, whether they like it or not, has Allentown Central Catholic up next. It's Berwick and North Pocono. The opening kickoff is next.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers, the First National Bank of Berwick, the Geisinger Health Plan, and Ask Me, Council 13.
We should make arrangements for the catheterization to be done at Geisinger, and shortly thereafter we need to plan for surgery as well.
We've talked to the patient. It works well for his schedule. We'll have Marie go over all the details of his care.
We'll have the cardiac rehabilitation nurses see him while he's here in the hospital.
It'll be important that you work on his risk factors because he has lots of...
What we'll do is arrange for having cardiac rehab up in Wilkes-Barre.
I'll be glad to follow him up in the office. We'll see if we can maintain some of the gains.
You've always strived for something beyond the basic necessities. At the First National Bank of Berwick, we can help with a loan for whatever you have in mind. Home loans, auto loans, or personal loans, tailored to meet your individual needs at rates you can afford. So if you're ready to borrow, the First National Bank of Berwick is ready to lend, because we invest in our future by investing in your future. The First National Bank of Berwick, in touch with you. Member FDIC.
The #1 truck in America gets even better in 1995. Bad to the bone. The Ford F-Series, the #1 truck for 17 straight years, has more repeat buyers. Plus, F-Series has a driver's side airbag standard. And F-Series has more styles and models to choose from. That's why there are more F-Series still on the road than any other make. Bad to the bone. For $229 per month, the F-150 is a lot of truck at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, the Truck Authority.
AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. In Pennsylvania, representing more than 95,000 public employees working for you, including in northeastern and north central Pennsylvania. More than 15,000 public workers of your state, counties, communities, school districts, and private nonprofit healthcare facilities. Protecting and improving your health, safety, and prosperity. AFSCME, Council 13. Edward J. Keller, Executive Director.
WYOU, giving you more live news more often on these channels.
A beautiful late Saturday afternoon in the Wyoming Valley as Berwick and North Pocono get set to decide the District 2 Class 3A Championship. Game conditions for this matchup Sunshine for the moment. Temperature 58 degrees. The winds are calm. Humidity at 64%. Today's officials, the referee, Al Brogna. The umpire, Jerry Kudajewski. Linesman, John Thomas. Line judge, Bill Coleman. Back judge, Joe Provarnik. Field judge, Earl Harris. Side judge is Randy Yanishak. The District 2 Class 3A Championship is underway. Hoban back at the 3. Hoban up the middle. And out to the 34-yard line. Let's set the North Pocono offense. Up front, Smith and McShaffrey at the guards. Kinane at center. Chris Kinane at tackle. Jeff Lamb at the other tackle. In the backfield, Mark McHugh is the quarterback. Leister at fullback. Lukey the tail. Knight and Sestak the receiver. Sean Jackett is the tight end. There you see Nick Donato, head coach here at North Pocono, year in and year out. He has his team in the hunt. 1st and 10, first play of the ball game. Leister up the gut, bounces off a tackle, maybe a couple. Let's set the Berwick defense. Henry and Kaufman at the tackles, Kishbaugh at the guard, Dignan and Stanley at the defensive ends. Linebackers, Knaus and Hayes. And in the backfield, Keck, Bennett, Hayes, and Weaver. That is a good one. Pick up a 3 on that last play. 2nd down and 7.
John, the first play now, they had Lukey on a wing, so you might see a lot of that today.
Double tight end. McHugh to pass. McHugh gets out of trouble and throws it away.
That was a smart thing to do, John. He was under a lot of pressure. He faked the draw play to Lukey up the gut, rolled to his left. Everybody was covered, threw it to his mother in the stands.
This is a senior quarterback.
He's rolling left, arm up, nobody there, under pressure. Smart thing to do. A lot of quarterbacks throw it up for grabs. He just threw it out of bounds.
Sestak was along the sideline. Bennett there on the coverage. Dignan with the pressure. It is 3rd down and 7. Another passing situation. Charles Lukey has not touched the football as yet. Out of the eye, they split the wide receivers. Lukey the pitch, fakes the reverse. Berwick didn't fall for it. Brian Stanley, defensive end, stays at home and makes the play. 4th down.
You're going to hear a lot of things about Stanley today. Fine young man, overcoming a lot of problems in life we'll talk about later on. We'll see here they're going to try to use Lukey as a little decoy. Good fake, and he keeps the ball, though. And Stanley's right there, didn't get faked out about all. 3 or 4 guys make the hit.
Good play by Stanley. That play well scouted. Everybody stayed at home. Hayes and Keck back deep to receive. Leister with a good punt. This is Hayes at the 35. Heads for the wall at the 40. Gets the seam. Hayes still on his feet and is finally wrestled down at the North Pocono 41. This game is scoreless. We'll be right back.
Sugarman's grand opening specials continue with a Panasonic Panathon weekend, featuring Sugarman's lowest prices of the season on all Panasonic audio and video products. It's Sugarman's best sale of the season during this legendary sale. Save on this video cassette recorder only $199.88, or this 27-inch stereo TV only $499.88. Save on this powerful mini system stereo only $399.88, plus get a free boxed set of CDs with your purchase. Race into Sugarman's this Thursday through Sunday for record-breaking deals at all Sugarman's locations.
Give me some reasons why you want to quit smoking now.
My husband.
My grandchildren complain.
My breathing is labored.
What happened when you've tried to quit before?
I've gained weight.
The cravings. You would crave for that cigarette.
It makes me feel irritable.
Tell me then, what do you expect from our program? What are some of your expectations?
The support from the other people in the group.
The exercise program.
Why is that exercise important to you?
So I look good in a bikini in the summer.
Very good reason.
P.J. Hayes with a 26-yard punt return. Berwick goes on the offense. First time in this ball game at the North Pocono 41-yard line. Huge crowd on hand to see this championship ball game. Smith in motion. Stoiko up the middle, bounces outside. Jackett comes over to make the tackle at the 35.
You see a little little different look there.
Let's set the Berwick offensive line. Henry and Kishba at the guards. Callback and tackle along with Vinny Kishba. Josh George is at center. In the backfield, the junior quarterback, Dave Robbins. Jeremy Kishba, the fullback. Stoiko at halfback. Hayes and Keck, the wide receivers. Brandon Hans at the tight end. Pick up a 6 on the last play. We'll call it second down and 4. Remley comes in motion. Pitch to Smith. Likes to cut it back. Good defense, North Pocono. Leicester was in there, as was Fuller. Let's set that North Pocono defense. McShaffrey and Loomis at the tackles. Maroney, the nose guard. Smith and Jacket at the end. So linebackers and leading tacklers, Leicester and Fuller. In the secondary, it'll be Hoban, Litz, Knight, and Sestak.
Well, as usual, down there, Berwick's coming out with a bunch of different formations already. And all coaches try to figure out why those formations come in and what personnel comes in, and you try to set your defense to that tone. First time they came out, they had a little bit different one. They had Smith and Stoiko in the backfield at the same time instead of Kishba.
Third down and 2 for Berwick. Kishba in motion. Pitch out of the eye. This is Smith. Smith did not get there. Fourth down. They went to the short side, and there was nothing there.
It's a great defensive effort, and North Pocono used their hands very well, slid along the line of scrimmage, kept everything in front of them. There's no room for Smith to run. As you see here, a pitch back to Smith. They got a lot of guys on this side of the line. Kishba was over there playing a tight end position, went motion. Smith isn't a very big guy. He's not going to bang up in there for you, maybe 150 pounds, and he's not the power back that they needed on that play.
It is fourth down and 2. Let's see what Berwick will decide to do here. The ball is at the 33-yard line of North Pocono. Fourth down and 2. No gain on that last play.
You might watch for a long count here. Berwick's very famous
They're
for that.
known for that. Try to get the defense to jump. Watch some shifting. They shift into a power eye. Stoiko off tackle. Stoiko is free. He's at the 20, 10. Touchdown, Berwick.
The power eye, just a straight power left. Stoiko, the blue-collar runner. We said he's going to have a good day today. He saw the light. One guy missed him. Boom, gone. Here we go. Good lead block going up. Kick out. Had a hand on him there. One more guy has a shot at him. Hoban has a shot at him. Misses. It's all over. Kick the high step as you practice and practice. Touchdown.
Credit Manny Henry with the key block. Ross Stoiko, his 20th rushing touchdown of the season. Tom Boop on for the extra point. And it's perfect. 7:40 to go, opening quarter. Berwick is on the board. They lead North Pocono 7-0.
AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, in Pennsylvania, representing more than 95,000 public employees working for you, including in northeastern and north central Pennsylvania, more than 15,000 public workers of your state, counties, communities, school districts, and private nonprofit healthcare facilities. Protecting and improving your health, safety, and prosperity, AFSCME Council 13. Edward J. Keller, Executive Director.
Ross Stoiko, 32-yard touchdown run. Let's watch it again. Berwick leads it 7-0.
Good kick out by Kishba. What great balance that time Stoiko had. Leaning his head forward. Now watch as Hoban tries for the gap tackle. Kicks his feet free. Little prayer. Touchdown.
Ross Stoiko needs 90 yards for 1,000 on the season. Just got 32 of those. Berwick special teams is fired up. North Pocono goes on offense from their own 16-yard line.
I think Smith was down there on that tackle using his speed.
Let's look at the numbers on the scoring drive. 4 plays, 41 yards, time of possession, 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Stoiko, 32-yard touchdown run. Trojans, second time with the football here in the opening quarter. Work out of the eye. Charles Lukey off tackle. Maybe to the 20-yard line. Short pickup, second down.
Just run a straight power, trying to see if they can get back to their normal game plan here after a couple of different plays in the first series. Berwick was just too strong, and Berwick has made a lot of defensive line changes since what happened at Williamsport.
Of course, that Williamsport game, the only defeat on the Bulldogs' record this season. North Pocono with a loss as well. Their loss came to Valley View, who they beat last week. Now they come out in the slot. First time we've seen it. Lukey stopped at the 20. Lukey a bit hesitant as he's trying to read the hole.
Well, what's happening here is that the North Pocono Lions coming off the ball, and Berwick's neutralizing him. See the Berwick guys just kind of standing up their men, and there's not really much of a hole for him to see. Lukey's got to run with his head up just a little bit more. You see Coughlin moving along the line. George Curry says number 20, the nose guard, cannot be blocked by one man.
Nick Dignan, number 82, the defensive end, with the good play, took on the block of Corey Smith, knocked Smith right to the turf and made the play. 3rd down and 7. 6:08 opening quarter. Knight comes in motion, whistle. Too much time?
Must be.
Delay game on the offense.
Hayes Brogna with the call. Delay a game, sets them back another 5 yards to the 15.
North Pocono had a kind of a strange formation there. They had a tight end and a split end on the same side, both on the line of scrimmage, which makes the tight end ineligible that time. So I think they were just trying to confuse Berwick's front 5.
Berwick has looked very strong on defense opening quarter. North Pocono a bit hesitant. Knight in motion. Again, a flag.
Fourth on the offense.
Illegal procedure.
Well, you know what's happening there. They went in that formation I just mentioned before. What they did is the tight end was Knight, and he just stepped back to become a flanker and then went in motion. There were just a couple too many things for the lineman to handle. They heard 3 different calls, and one of them jumped, got a little nervous.
Third down and 17. See if North Pocono will play it safe. Slot to the far side. McHugh rolls that way. And throws. Complete at the 19. Well short of the first down. Keck on the coverage. Knight the reception. North Pocono will have to punt it away.
Well, they're going to have to throw the ball. Goes McHugh rolling right. Lukey in front of him. Good pass blocking. Nice opening. Not enough for the first down. Knight's a good receiver, has 20-some catches this year, and he's a speedster as well. A lot of guys on the North Pocono team are track men.
Leister at his own 8, punt it away. Keck and Hayes back deep to receive. Leister, poor punt. Berwick, tremendous field position at the Trojans' 30-yard line. This is not the way Nick Donato wanted to start this thing off.
You can't give the ball to Berwick in the red zone and good field position. They're tremendous on turnovers. They're a +17 in the turnover ratio this year, and every time they get the ball in a turnover situation, they're going to come close to scoring.
There you see part of that Berwick crowd. They were here early. They were here towards the conclusion of our first game earlier today. A ball game Susquehanna won here at Myers High School, Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Tremendous ball game, 21-14. Susquehanna upsetting Lakeland. 1st and 10. Kishbon motion out of the eye. Smith looking for some running room. Picks up 2 or 3. 2nd down.
You know, Smith had such a great game last week against Honesdale. I think George still sees that in his mind. He's using Stoico as the fullback. And he's, you'll see right here, Kishbon came in motion around number 99. He's usually the fullback. He's playing a lot of tight end today. And Stoico is a tough kid, but he's not the fullback kick-out type blocker.
Smith with 4 touchdowns a week ago in a 49-0 victory over Honesdale. 2nd down and 8. Robbins looking, he'll tuck it in. Robbins picks up a couple. Hoban comes up to make the tackle. It's third down. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John, down here on the North Pocono sidelines, quarterback Mark McHugh told me they're having a tremendous timing problem. The fields are being rushed to get their plays together. That's why they have the motion. That's why they have the delay of game. They're a little bit confused, a little bit unsteady, but they hope to have a couple of meetings here on the sidelines, get things on track for their next possession. Back up to the booth.
Need to get the plays in a little bit quicker.
I think so. I think Nick is really thinking today is a pressure game for him, and sometimes you've got 2 or 3 plays on your mind. You got to settle on that one and get in fast.
Third down, we'll call it 6. Robbins rolling and throwing to Hayes, complete, and a first down at the 11. Sestak on the coverage.
They're at a quads formation, which means 4 guys on the same side. The 2 tighter receivers just block. You'll see here, you got 4 receivers on the same side of the line. You'll see a tight end stay home and block, a wingback stay home and block, 2 other guys going out. They don't want anybody getting near Robbins. Williamsport did put a lot of pressure on him, so they really worked very hard on protecting this guy.
First and 10. Kishbon's first carry right up the middle. Look at him push the pile to the 5.
That's what I expected to see today. I saw Lakeland ran the ball right in North Pocono's face a little bit, and I expected George to come out and give it to Kishbaugh. And behind the other Kishbaughs, who are big loads, that's a John Madden line. A lot of big butts up there.
We're talking 550 pounds between the Kishbaughs. It's like to feed those kids.
No leftovers there.
Ball will be at the 6. Second down and 5. Berwick can't pick up a first down without scoring. Stoiko's in again. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for Ross Stoiko.
That offensive line is coming off the ball, just smothering North Pocono. And Stoiko's just sneaking through. Here we go. They're scooping. They got a backside guard pulling. Little chop block there. Stoiko just almost untouched.
Manny Henry once again, 75 with a key block. Springs Stoiko. Berwick's lead at 13-0. And Tom Boop is almost automatic. Snap is down. Kick is up. Perfect once again. 2:51 to go in the first. Berwick leads it 14-0.
Edwards Concrete is the first name in quality stone and service. Quality begins with aggregate, from our own quarry in South Sterling to our fully automated concrete plant in Elmhurst. No job is complete without prompt service by our radio dispatched fleet of trucks. We move them in and move them out. Add to that a recycle program to eliminate any waste of concrete, sand, stone, or water. We're open year-round, Monday through Saturday. Now offering heated concrete for winter delivery. We're Edwards Concrete, locally owned and operated, serving the Scranton.
Berwick Bulldogs, 2 possessions opening quarter, 2 touchdowns. Here's touchdown number 2 by Ross Stoiko.
Stoiko coming back, giving the ball. Stoiko has the ball deep in the backfield. Manny Henry pulls from the opposite guard side, comes up, and what they call him is the fill man. He comes up and picks up anybody who's in that hole, and he's doing a great job of it.
Stoiko did not play very much a week ago against Honesdale. Smith did. Stoiko playing some great football here opening quarter. Lukey at the 4. Has a hole. Lukey out over the 35 to the 37.
That's what North Pocono needs, a little spark here. And sometimes when you score very quickly like Berwick did, you get a little bit of a letdown. I'm sure George is going to get him for that.
Let's take a look at the numbers on that last scoring drive. 5 plays, 30 yards, time of possession, 2:21. Stoiko, the 6-yard touchdown run.
Well, Lukey's a very great story. Wasn't very motivated as a junior high kid, and sports has made him a very motivated young man.
First and 10. North Pocono at their 37. Lukey with the hole. Lukey picks up about 7 yards. Second down.
Well, Manny Henry got trapped out of dodge that time. That's a great trap play to fullback. Fullback hits quick. Fullback doesn't get the ball that much. You'll see a real quick one coming here. Double team on the nose. Good trap. Nice hole.
Lukey with over 1,800 yards on the season. 27 touchdowns on the ground. 3 separate ball games. He had 5 touchdowns. It's a timeout down on the field. Officials timeout.
Usually means equipment, but I don't see anybody fixing anything.
We're back and ready to go. Clock is running at 1:53. 2nd and 3 for North Pocono. Sestak comes in motion. Leister. Close. We'll see where they spot it.
Doesn't look from here.
Knaus came over, number 90, the inside backer. The hole's there for a moment, but then Berwick just fills so quickly.
Berwick's so strong, they get their hands. They let, 4 guys bench 400 in his football team. Knaus was a former defensive back playing linebacker, is really quick. That's why he's in there, and he filled the hole very well.
3rd down, call it a yard. Lukey powers his way in there. Has the 1st down.
Lukey just put his head down. He wasn't going any farther than he needed for that 1st down. He just wanted to get it so they keep a drive going, keep their momentum going. North Pocono looks a little more settled down now, John.
There you see George Curry has watched his team this season give up just 1 touchdown via the pass. Going to beat Berwick, you're going to have to do it on the ground. 1st and 10. Hoban in the ball game. Hoban over midfield to the Berwick 47.
They had Lukey and Hoban in the ball game. They sent Lukey left to give the ball to Hoban right. They're just trying to decoy here, trying to get the linebackers who are keen on Lukey. Goes to the left. Here comes Hoban going through. You can't use that straight arm too soon. You have to wait till you get in the open field. You're going to use your shoulders and the front of your body. Can't use your head. I was going to say head there.
Kaufman, the little nose guard, so quick. Got in the backfield, had the shirt tails of Hoban, but couldn't hold on. 2nd down and 6. Final seconds, opening quarter. McHugh, pitch to Lukey. Lukey, the stutter step, stacked up at the 44. Final play, 1st quarter, Berwick leads it 14-0.
The #1 truck in America gets even better in 1995. Bad to the bone. The Ford F-Series, the #1 truck for 17 straight years, has more repeat buyers. Plus, F-Series has a driver's side airbag standard. And F-Series has more styles and models to choose from. That's why there are more F-Series still on the road than any other make. Bad to the bone. For $229 per month, the F-150 is a lot of truck at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, the Truck Authority.
Should make arrangements for the catheterization to be done at Geisinger, and shortly thereafter we need to plan for surgery as well.
We've talked to the patient. It works well for his schedule. We'll have him go over all the details of his care.
We'll have the cardiac rehabilitation nurses see him while he's here in the hospital.
It'll be important that you work on his risk factors because he has lots of them.
What we'll do is arrange for having cardiac rehab up in Wilkes-Barre.
I'll be glad to follow him up in the office. We'll see if we can maintain some of the gains.
You've always strived for something beyond the basic necessities. At the First National Bank of Berwick, we can help with a loan for whatever you have in mind. Home loans, auto loans, or personal loans, tailored to meet your individual needs at rates you can afford. So if you're ready to borrow, the First National Bank of Berwick is ready to lend, because we invest in our future by investing in your future. The First National Bank of Berwick, in touch with you. Member FDIC.
Edwards Concrete is the first name in quality stone and service. Quality begins with aggregate, from our own quarry in South Sterling to our fully automated concrete plant in Elmhurst. No job is complete without prompt service by our radio-dispatched fleet of trucks. We move them in and move them out. Add to that a recycle program to eliminate any waste of concrete, sand, stone, or water. We're open year-round, Monday through Saturday, now offering heated concrete for winter delivery. We're Edwards Concrete, locally owned and operated, serving the Scranton, North Pocono area.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Sun beginning to set in the Wyoming Valley. Berwick leading North Pocono 14-0. First play, 2nd quarter, North Pocono starting to put it together. 44-yard line of Berwick. 3rd down. Sestak in motion. McHugh, straight drop. Hoban is covered. McHugh on the run.
Throws for Jacket, his tight end, incomplete. You could see he was looking for a little swing pass to Hoban out of the backfield. It was covered, and he had no other place to go.
He had Hoban come out of the backfield. He had Lukey running off to the left. He had Lukey deep, and he had Hoban short. That's one of the two options he had. Tremendous pressure from Kishbaugh, rolling out. Now he's looking for somebody. I think first he thinks Jackett's a lineman because he was in so tight. Jacket went up for that ball, and he didn't have his hands in the right position.
So once again, North Pocono will have to punt it away. North Pocono has run more plays, but only 35 yards. Berwick with 9 has made the most of it, 71 yards thus far. This time, good punt by Leicester. B.J. Hayes at the 10. And Hayes goes down at the 13. Good coverage that time by North Pocono. First time in the ball game, Berwick will start off in poor field position.
Sesta got down a real nice, squared up on B.J. Hayes, cut off the sideline for him, forced him to go back to the inside, and he still made the tackle himself.
34-yard punt, short return. Opening minute, second quarter. Glad you could join us on Championship Saturday. George Curry's team out to the quick lead, 14-0. Berwick's third possession of the ball game on offense. Out of the eye, 2 tight ends. Robbins a pitch. Stoico breaks free again. First down over the 25.
Another super block by Jeremy Kishbaugh. The tight end blocked out. Jeremy Kishbaugh came up in between it. It's a short toss, which is real popular play in football right now. Got a block on the defensive end. Now Kishbaugh goes up inside, takes on the linebacker. Stoico finds a big hole.
Out to the 27-yard line. It's a 14-yard pickup and a first down. Stoico, 910 yards coming in. Looks like he's well on his way to 1,000. Pair of touchdowns. Junior quarterback Dave Robbins, thrown for over 63% this season. Robbins to throw here. Bennett's out there wide open. Bennett at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown Bulldogs.
I saw Bennett out at split end. That's one thing Nick Donato was very worried about, the height of Bennett compared to the short defensive backs that North Pocono has. A lot of speed, but no height.
73-yard touchdown play. Since Bennett has come back, the offense has really kicked into high gear. 2 touchdown receptions a week ago. 11 catches on the year. 4 of those for touchdowns. He has 1 more. That's number 5.
Well, he's quite an athlete. People are always saying, what's he going to do at Syracuse? Where are they going to play in? Well, they have a lot of choices with that young man.
Boop with the extra point. Berwick means business. They now lead it 21-0.
Ball's out of here.
When you want to say I love you with a gift straight from the heart, Schofield Mall will surely have the gift to play the part. The greatest gift of all is love, so share it with a friend. Schofield Mall for Christmas, where happy endings begin.
I get the distinct impression that Berwick would like a rematch against Allentown Central Catholic. They lead it 21-0. Play action here. Bennett wide open.
Well, I kind of thought maybe Berwick would be thinking ahead to Allentown Central Catholic, but their minds are certainly on this ball game right now. They're focused, as they say.
Mike Bennett, a burner, headed for Syracuse next season, says he wants to play wide receiver. He's looking pretty good the last couple of weeks. Short kick. Fuller picks it up. Fuller brings it out over the 30-yard line out to the 33. North Pocono goes on the offense. An offense which has sputtered thus far.
Well, certainly North Pocono has to get some points on the board to make it a ball game.
Didn't take him long this time. 2 plays, 87 yards, less than a minute. Bennett, the 73-yard touchdown reception. 10 minutes to go. This second quarter. North Pocono has a long road back. Double tight end out of the eye. McHugh with an audible. Lukey over the 35. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
John, after the last touchdown, I asked Bennett if it was simply a matter of beating his man that led to the touchdown. He said, actually, it was a little more than that. He noticed them, the North Pocono defense playing a couple of yards off him. He says, why not go deep? And that's what they did, and that's how they got another touchdown. Back to you.
Bennett with relative ease a week ago, getting behind the Holmesdale secondary.
It's called an adjustment, I think.
And it's a good North Pocono secondary. Second down, Hoban in motion. Lukey the pitch. Lukey out over the 40-yard line. Short of the first down, it'll be third down.
Well, Dignan was way up in the backfield, making the Lukey cut it a little bit differently than he wanted to. Kaufman was on, moving around in there. Dignan, George says, he's the best end in the defensive league and will no doubt be voted all-scholastic. And Stanley, the other side, you've heard the story. There's a few stories about him having a club foot, 12 operations, and a young man still playing football and doing a great job.
Heck of a player. Third down, call it 2. Lukey the pitch. I don't know.
It's close. They need a sustained drive here.
At this point, 3 and out will not get it done. North Pocono's defense has yet to show that they can stop Berwick. It is a first down.
They've got to bang up in there a little harder. Lukey's still dancing a little bit too much today. He's got to really go hard and put that head down and fire away.
Obviously, this neutral field hasn't helped North Pocono at all. Nick Donato thought, it would help his team. He knows in the past when he's gone into Crispin Field, his team has just gotten blown out. When he's had Berwick at his place, he's had success.
You don't want to play down in Berwick.
Hoban spinning. Out to the 47, maybe the 48. Second down.
That was a great block. Corey Smith pulled across and kicked out the defensive end, what we call a long trap. He's the best trapper on the team. Yash White-Lavich, who's the offensive line coach, my former college roommate. He's also a defensive coordinator here. He said he's the best trapper he has on his team.
Joe Hoban, the senior, is really coming into his own. Long time to get into that lineup, but he's made it pay off this far this season. Leicester up the gut, and a first down. They break the fullback free in a Berwick territory at the 41.
Well, Leicester doesn't get the ball that much. He only had a little over 200 yards this year, and they got to mix it up and give it to some other people because naturally they're keen on Lukey, and that was kind of a draw play. Everybody kind of pops up. Everybody gets a base man. He finds a hole. He runs straight up real hard, bangs up in there. Nice play.
The only ball game Leicester really had an opportunity to run was against Lakeland when Lukey hurt his leg, and did an outstanding job. He can run, but he's primarily a blocking back. Lukey over the 35 to the 34. Again, North Pocono showing signs of getting their offense going.
Well, they're back to the basic offense now. They're going 2 tight end set and a pro, spread them out a little bit. You're going to see Smith come again. Number 66 pulls a long trap, kicks out the defensive end, kicks out Stanley. Nice play.
Second down and 3. Hoban falls forward over the 30-yard line. Kishbach comes in a little late, has some words with Kanane, but it is another first down.
Well, I was telling you, Dignan did a great job on that, closing down the power play. When the fullback's coming to kick that defensive end out, the defensive end has got to close down what we call a C gap and make that back bounce it outside to the outside linebacker. And they still ran inside with Lukey, but it wasn't a very tight hole.
George Curry calls all the defenses, all the offensive plays as well. First and 10, Berwick 30-yard line. Pitch to Lukey. Off a Leicester block. Lukey bounces off. Lukey picking up good yardage, tough yardage as well.
That's what I said. Lukey's got to get that head and start banging some people and stop dancing. B.J. Hayes just bounced off Lukey that time. That's what this kid has to do. He has to become the hard-nosed runner.
The thing I like about him, JP, is the way he reads his block before he accelerates. Right there, Leicester, the block, and then he takes off.
Well, Nick Donato said this guy is still learning football. He's still a rookie as far as he's concerned about knowledge of the game.
Second down, we'll call it 4. Ball at the Berwick 23. This time, Leicester was stuffed as the blocking back. Lukey had nowhere to go, and he was just bounced back.
Well, that's again the same deal just happened again. The defensive end, Dignan, close it down right here. You see how tight that hole is now? The back should bounce that one out to the outside linebacker, and he has a better chance of beating an outside linebacker, smaller guy.
Dignan stands up Leicester, which is no easy task.
That's his job.
That's what made that play.
He's taught to do that, and he did excellent. He did it excellent that time.
Third down and 3. Pitch, Lukey. He gets to the outside and falls forward for the first down. Move the chains again. Clock is stopped at 5:18 here in the second. North Pocono's sideline has come to life.
Well, that time they came around the corner with Leicester blocking on a D-back, which is a good situation. And he blocked Weaver very well, so that opened up the hole for Lukey to come around and get some good yardage.
The winner next week will play Allentown Central Catholic. Their head coach, Jim Morgans, is at this ball game. We hope to hear from him later. Leicester runs right into Kishbaugh. Chris Kishbaugh, 6 foot, 250, a senior.
Well, that time Corey Smith pulled and was not successful with the trap. Kishbaugh just knocked him right back into the hole, and you can't run that hole with a couple guys laying in the hole.
Donato sends in the play with Sestak. Maroney will check out. Second down and 10. Confidence-wise, the Trojans need to get into the end zone. Sestak in motion. Drop play, Lukey drops it. Did he get it back? I think he did. Big loss on the play.
Well, you just get the momentum going. You're driving down the field. You have to have a turnover, and luckily they got their own turnover back.
Well, a week ago, Lukey with a couple of fumbles against Valley View, but he made up for those with a pair of touchdowns.
McHugh put that ball right in the breadbasket where he's supposed to. Lukey had his hands right. He just didn't squeeze the hands around the ball.
North Pocono will call a timeout, talk over this third and long situation.
Well, you know, you might get Lukey out in that wing situation, send him out for a pass, or maybe a screen.
Berwick leading 21-0. We'll be right back.
What do you need to be the best?
Starter. Who has everything you need to look the best? Sneaker King. At Sneaker King, you'll find authorized football, baseball, and basketball apparel, the NHL, and all your favorite college teams, plus a huge selection of shoes, boots, and casual apparel.
What do you need to be the best? Everything you got.
And Sneaker King's got what it takes to keep you looking good from head to toe, all at the lowest prices.
For a great fit, you know we're it. The Sneaker King.
AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. In Pennsylvania, representing more than 95,000 public employees working for you, including in northeastern and north central Pennsylvania. More than 15,000 public workers of your state, counties, communities, school districts, and private nonprofit healthcare facilities. Protecting and improving your health, safety, and prosperity. AFSCME Council 13. Edward J. Keller, Executive Director.
Welcome back, everybody. Nick Donato and his team on the short end of a 21-0 score. They are facing a third down, 16 situation. The ball is at the 23-yard line of Berwick. And as I have said, confidence-wise, North Pocono needs to get into the end zone before halftime. Lukey, the lone setback. Knight comes in motion. McHugh rolling. Throwing. Incomplete. Right through the hands. McHugh, if he opted, could have picked up some serious yardage on the run.
I think so. And I think also he didn't have to get the whole enchilada on that play. I mean, he could have got about halfway down for that first down, because they're in the red zone, they're in a 4-down zone. And if he got enough of it, he could have tried for a field goal there, which not really, at this point, not smart. But he could have had another play.
You know, on a play like that, JP, you see Lukey's lone setback. He's basically just used as the blocking back as McHugh rolls out. I think Lukey's the guy you have to get somewhere in the scheme, downfield somewhere, and try to get him the ball.
No question about it. Here they go again.
Sestak in motion. Fourth down. McHugh, straight drop. Goes to Lukey at the 20. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, North Pocono.
I think Lukey hot-dogged it. It almost didn't get in. And that was a great play. He circled him out of the backfield right in front of the linebackers. And with his speed, he was going for the corner flag right away.
And the speed was the key. That's what got him to the end zone.
Let's play the game now. Come on. Let's play the game now, Ryan. Come on.
You hear Nick Donato telling his team, let's play the game now.
I think he wants to get serious. They want anybody hot-dogging or pointing fingers in anybody's faces. And, you know, they got a little momentum step here. They want to keep it going.
Well, his team has to know that they can play with Berwick before they can try to beat Berwick. And I think they have some of their confidence back.
No doubt about it.
With 3:48 to go before halftime. Jacket on for the extra point. It's up, and it's perfect. 3:48 before halftime. North Pocono on the board. They trail Berwick 21-7.
Edwards Concrete is the first name in quality stone and service. Quality begins with aggregate, from our own quarry in South Sterling to our fully automated concrete plant in Elmhurst. No job is complete without prompt service by our radio-dispatched fleet of trucks. We move them in and move them out. Add to that a recycle program to eliminate any waste of concrete, sand, stone, or water. We're open year-round, Monday through Saturday. Now offering heated concrete for winter delivery. We're Edwards Concrete, locally owned and operated, serving the Scranton, North Pocono area.
If North Pocono is going to get back into this game, Charles Lukey will have to bring him there, and he gets the first score for the Trojans.
Well, they don't throw much to their backs, but they have to now, and Lukey has it. Linebacker fell down. Now he's using that track speed. Right for the pylon. He got a little hot doggish right there. He almost got the ball and his arm pulled out of his socket, but he gets in, which counts.
Lukey, part of that championship relay team at North Pocono. McHugh, Sestak, and Knight, I believe, make up that relay team.
That's it. Hot doggish, is that a word, John?
It is now.
Oh, okay.
In your vocabulary.
Multitude is good.
I was very impressed, JP. Leicester, squib kick. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds.
No one had possession, so Berwick still gets the ball. That was a good kick. See, many games down here on the turf, a lot of those kind of kicks down there. That ball rolls, it takes crazy bounces.
And especially on this turf and on that side of the field, this turf has seen better days, has seen a few wars, and certainly it's beat up pretty good on that far sideline. Andy Palumbo, what do you have?
Speaking of seen better days, what a way to come to me. You saw Charles Lukey a couple of minutes ago getting his elbow taped up. Nothing serious. Quite a carpet burn. He said it just opened up an old cut. And I also asked him, I bet you're feeling a little better now than you were a few minutes ago. And he just smiled and said, yeah, we are. Back upstairs.
Andy, today is your day, pal. You're doing a good job. Slot near side. Bennett, the reception. Bennett tries to get outside, makes it to the 37 before he's wrestled down. Penalty flag on the play.
Well, a little extra hit or a face mask in asylum. We couldn't see a lot of Berwick players in front of us. We'll see it now. He got 4 wide receivers, double slot. He's just looking for the man who's least covered.
Personal fall on the defense. Right there.
Push, push, push. Going out of bounds. He's down. Maybe the next guy rolls over him.
Maybe. Kishba pushes Smith into the pile, and then the flag came out.
That was shaky. Well, right in front of the Berwick bench, I'm sure George had a little bit of talking him into that one.
Let's check the numbers on that scoring drive. 9 plays, 68 yards, time of possession, 6:57. Lukey, the 23-yard touchdown reception. Robbins out of the gun, shovel pass, Kishba. Oh, what a pull! Like a brawl down on the field. Kishba versus North Pocono, and it's a first down.
That shovel pass is a tough one to do, and what he did is he just followed Robbins down, got the ball, and gave that forearm. That was quite a forearm, knocking somebody's head off there.
You give this kid a head of steam, and you're a defensive back. You might as well head the other way.
Well, it's a nice play of the shotgun. You think they're going to throw a pass downfield, and you run a guy underneath.
Oh, my.
You got
Nate
McHugh.
Wilmot.
Wilmot? That was McHugh. Oh, they got Wilmot, and he went down.
5 or 6 North Pocono players needed to bring him down. Slot again. Robbins for the end zone. Incomplete. Remley was out there. A little bit too much on it.
Well, Remley, who George calls Mr. Clutch, Mr. Consistency, he's a nice tall kid, and Robbins threw that ball. I figured Remley would stretch out for it, but he just was a step off.
Clock is stopped. 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go. Remley comes to the sideline.
That reminded me when Kish Barrett wanted that punt return against Coughlin down here when he kicked a line drive 20-some yard punt to him, and he just ran over a couple people in the end zone. That was awesome.
George Curry always gives his big fullback the number 99. Sobolewski had it before Kishbaugh. Same kind of player, big bruising fullback. Basically a blocker, but as the season has wore on, Kishbaugh has seen the ball more. Robbins under pressure. Robbins will tuck it. Robbins will go down. Dan McShaffrey finally brings him down.
Nick feels Dan McShaffrey will be a Division I AA player at least. He says he got size and some speed and some strength. Berwick came out and he ran that double slot again.
And here are some of the scoring drives today. Berwick, 4 plays, touchdown, 5 plays, touchdown, 2 plays, touchdown. They've been perfect, 100% on offense. North Pocono, on the other hand, punt, and then finally they put it together. 9 plays, 68 yards, and the touchdown. So Berwick certainly making the most of their opportunities. Timeout down on the field.
Every time.
2:07 on the clock. 3rd down and 10 situation for the Bulldogs. Robbins has been looking for the end zone on the last 2 plays.
Well, they ran that double slot when he threw the pop pass to Bennett before we had the extra hit on him and for the penalty. And what he did that time is Bennett just did like a hook and a go, and he was wide open, and Robbins just didn't see him. It was there. He had about a 5-yard spot on that D-back. But it's getting kind of weird out here now. It's this lighting. You know, the lights are on. The sun's just going down now. It kind of looks like late-season JV game down here.
Stay tuned. Coming up at halftime in the LT Verastro Arizona IST at the half, we'll have the North Pocono and Berwick High School marching bands. All the scores from last night with the Friday night scoreboard, and we'll have highlights from the District 2 Class A championship game. That's all coming your way at the half, so be sure to stay tuned. 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. 32-yard line of North Pocono. They lead it 21-7. Stoiko goes in motion. Stoiko's wide open. Fuller came over and made the adjustment. Stoiko went in motion. Nobody moved with him, and then Fuller said, I better get over there quick.
Well, I think it was one of those moving step passes. He runs out there and he gets the ball, and I think he has the option to pass or throw. B.J. Hayes went down as the split end that time, looking like he was going to get a ball thrown to him. I think Stoiko kind of double caught that ball and didn't have a chance to throw it.
With so many formations, all the motion that Berwick throws at you, you're a defense. There's going to be blown assignments. There's just too much going on.
They want you to stay in your regular defense. That's what they want you to do.
Slot near side, 4th down. Dogs will go for it. Robbins thinks about running. Scrambling to the end zone. Remley wide open. Touchdown, Berwick. He got behind Hoban.
Nobody saw him back there at all. He was jumping around, waving. We saw him. We're pointing, and finally Robbins picked up his head inside.
32-yard touchdown pass by that man, Dave Robbins.
On the money.
Makes it difficult for your secondary to cover when you have a quarterback that's scrambling all over the place.
Well, you know, they have so many formations. George ran out of colors and numbers, he told me. Now he's into continents. That was Asia, I think, that time he threw.
Penalty flag.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense.
You know, you remember we talked about this before.
So now George Curry will go for the 2-point conversion.
They get the defense once a game, or usually the first time, to jump down there, and I still can't find out that secret of how he does it.
Once again, the North Pocono sideline is silent. For the Berwick fans, this has become matter of fact. They've seen it so often, week in and week out. Berwick for 2. Stoiko walks into the end zone. 1:14 to go before halftime. Berwick's lead extended, 29-7.
They ran a power right left and came back right.
Let's watch it once again. It's Robbins.
You know, it's surprising there wasn't a holding or a lineman downfield on this whole play. Oh, he got one after the play, though. Nobody home.
Remley wide open in the end zone. Robbins showing he's a very mobile
right in front of our
quarterback.
faces, Remley scrambled around, waves his hands. Robbins sees it. He gets a shot after he throws it. He never sees the touchdown.
For some reason, Hoban started to cut towards the middle of the field as if he thought there was another receiver in his zone, and that's when Remley got behind him. Here's a reminder that we will be rebroadcasting both our championship Saturday doubleheader games tonight beginning at 1:30 a.m. Immediately following the WYOU action-packed movie feature, Hercules and the Maze of the Minotaur. That's a rebroadcast of today's championship Saturday doubleheader in its entirety tonight at 1:30 a.m. exclusively on TV 22 WYOU. Are you taping all these Hercules
I am. You know,
episodes?
I told my kids it was Hercules versus the Power Rangers tonight, so they wanted me to get that one.
North Pocono on the return. Sestak tries to get outside. Can't do it. Stoico on the tackle. North Pocono goes on the offense.
There's Berwick. The guy scoring all the touchdowns. Stoico going down on the kickoff and making the hit.
He's got all his key players on special teams as well. Last scoring drive, 6 plays, 71 yards. 71 yards in 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Remley, 32-yard touchdown reception. Final minute before halftime. North Pocono has been silenced. They trail 29-7. Sestak comes in motion. Draw play to Lukey. Again, there's an opening there for a moment, but then it quickly closes.
They're so strong. I said the weightlifting program at Berwick is tremendous. They lock out, as we say in football, on the guys, and they just move them around until they see where the ball is. They shove their man away and make the hit. Now you'll see Kaufman. George had a little different defensive look than a straight 50 that time. So they're just getting after guys. Kaufman's crawling on the ground trying to make the hit. Kids at Coughlin called him the little Hulk. He's so tough to block at nose guard.
Yeah, he's quite a story in that weight room as well.
111 tackles before this game.
Leading tackler on the team. Second down. Lukey turns the corner. Penalty flag back at the 30-yard line. Lukey has the first down. Let's see what the flag is about.
They got around Stanley there. He got caught up inside, and he bounced it out.
It's holding against North Pocono.
Well, North Pocono definitely has to regroup.
Appears to be the final play before halftime. It is. Berwick. Berwick in an impressive performance here at Wilkes-Barre Memorial. They go to the locker room leading North Pocono 29-7. A flawless first half of football for the Bulldogs. Nick Donato and his team, they have their work cut out. Coming out in the second half, down by 22 points. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
First half, what do you do to get on track in the second half?
Well, I don't know. Kids are playing hard, and they're big playing-ists. I don't know what to say. The end of the half there, it would have been nice to get out 21-7, and just kid made a great play, found the kid in the end zone. So all we do is just keep playing, play 4 quarters.
Coach, thank you much. Have a good second half. Let's take it back up to John and Hercules.
Thanks, Andy. You know, Nick Donato, we've covered a lot of their games. He appears to be down as he heads to the locker room.
Yeah, Nick is usually smiling at halftime. He has that Bucky Dent look about him, and he's pumped up, and now he's got some problems. He's right. They're big playing him to death, and you can't have that.
It's halftime. Berwick leading 29-7.
You've always strived for something beyond the basic necessities. At the First National Bank of Berwick, we can help with a loan for whatever you have in mind. Home loans, auto loans, or personal loans, tailored to meet your individual needs at rates you can afford. So if you're ready to borrow, the First National Bank of Berwick is ready to lend, because we invest in our future by investing in your future. The First National Bank of Berwick, in touch with you. Member FDIC.
Sugarman's grand opening specials continue with a Panasonic Panathon weekend, featuring Sugarman's lowest prices of the season on all Panasonic audio and video products. It's Sugarman's best sale of the season during this legendary sale. Save on this video cassette recorder, only $199.88, or this 27-inch stereo TV, only $499.88. Save on this powerful mini system stereo, only $399.88, plus get a free boxed set of CDs with your purchase. Race into Sugarman's this Thursday through Sunday for record-breaking deals at all Sugarman's locations.
Judy, you look a whole lot better compared to the last time I saw you. Have your symptoms cleared up pretty much?
Yes, they have. I'm feeling much better.
Haven't had a problem with cough or headache or anything like that?
Not recently.
Take a deep breath. Well, good. Things seem to be going very, very well. I think you ought to come back at some point for a checkup. It's been a while since you had a thorough physical examination.
Yeah, it's been quite some time.
I'd be interested in knowing what your cholesterol is.
Okay.
And I also think a mammogram would be a good idea.
All right.
It's been a year since your last one.
The #1 truck in America gets even better in 1995. Bad to the bone. The Ford F-Series, the #1 truck for 17 straight years, has more repeat buyers. Plus, F-Series has a driver's side airbag standard. And F-Series has more styles and models to choose from. That's why there are more F-Series still on the road than any other make. Bad to the bone. For $229 per month, the F-150 is a lot of truck at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, the Truck Authority.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Quality Plus Ford dealers, the First National Bank of Berwick, the Geisinger Health Plan, and Ask Me, Council 13.
LT Verastro, distributor of Arizona Iced Tea, presents At the Half.
Well, the sun has set on North Pocono's season. Berwick, in a dominating performance, leads North Pocono at halftime, 29-7. The North Pocono School District presents the 1994-95 Trojan Band at Band Front. Band director is Mr. Frank Torquato. Band front advisor is Susanna White-Lavage. Musical selections for their 94 field program include delightfully familiar tunes from Beauty and the Beast. The North Pocono High School Marching Band. It is halftime. Berwick leading North Pocono 29-7.
The North Pocono School District encompasses an area of over 190 square miles, and the high school houses 960 students in grades 9 through 12 with a faculty of 72. Students select from a variety of curriculum offerings in college preparatory business and vocational education. Courses are available in advanced placement and numerous electives at the college level, as well as a wide range of offerings where computers play an active role. Addressing the needs of the growing community in preparation for the 21st century, North Pocono recently completed renovations to the cafeteria, auditorium, and stadium, as well as construction of additional science labs, a theater, and new technologies lab. Among the many co-curricular activities are classes in drama and journalism, and a varied music program along with 25 clubs and 16 varsity sports. Over 40% of the student body participates in some segment of the fall athletic program. North Pocono is fortunate to have tremendous support from its community where local individuals and organizations award many scholarships. North Pocono High School, a school for today, tomorrow, and the future.
For expert equipment, one name says it, Valley Rental. The best in aerial lift products. A huge inventory of construction equipment including rollers, generators, and the Super Chute. And a complete line of dual-fast nailer products and accessories. Check out our expanded inventory, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, Saturday, 7:30 to 12. Valley Rental.
Where family means tradition, where hometown means your home. This is the heart of the heartland, the heart of the heartland.
Right now at Bonanza, a mouth-watering ribeye steak, charbroiled just the way you like it, is only $6.99, including all the extras, only at Bonanza.
The heart of the heartland.
This WYOU Sports Friday Night Scoreboard is brought to you by LT Verastro, distributor of Arizona Iced Tea.
You've always strived for something beyond the basic necessities. At the First National Bank of Berwick, we can help with a loan for whatever you have in mind. Home loans, auto loans, or personal loans, tailored to meet your individual needs at rates you can afford. So if you're ready to borrow, the First National Bank of Berwick is ready to lend, because we invest in our future by investing in your future. The First National Bank of Berwick, in touch with you. Member FDIC.
The #1 truck in America gets even better in 1995. Bad to the bone. The Ford F-Series, the #1 truck for 17 straight years, has more repeat buyers. Plus, F-Series has a driver's side airbag standard. And F-Series has more styles and models to choose from. That's why there are more F-Series still on the road than any other make. Bad to the bone. For $229 per month, the F-150 is a lot of truck at your Quality Plus Ford dealer, the Truck Authority.
At Northern Car and Truck Rental, we know what you want. We know what you need. We're locally owned and operated, so we carry the vehicles you request most at the best rates around. Sure, we have top quality cars, but we also supply vehicles you won't find everywhere else, like the rugged Jeep Wrangler and the Ford Explorer. Rent a Ford Aerostar or 15-passenger van for your next business or pleasure trip. Or take Northern to work. We have a fleet of four-wheel drive trucks, vans, and cube vans to handle your biggest jobs. When you need quality, dependable transportation at the best price, don't go to some national chain. Come to Northern, where we beat the competition. Guaranteed.
The greater Berwick area has a population of 22,000 people. The community is situated along the Susquehanna River about 30 miles southwest of Wilkes-Barre and is readily accessible from Interstate 80. The school district serves over 4,000 students and encompasses over 100 square miles. The senior high school houses 930 students in grades 9 through 12. Academically, students enjoy a wide variety of choices when selecting areas of study. The college preparatory curriculum offers many challenging courses in all subject areas, including both advanced placement and honors courses. Those choosing the business curriculum are very well prepared to continue their education in those areas or to enter the workforce. On the average, well over 60% of Berwick's graduates go on to post-secondary education. In addition to an excellent balance of academic offerings, Berwick students are provided with a wide variety of extracurricular activities. There are 22 interscholastic varsity sports programs. There are also 24 clubs and organizations, including academic achievement groups, musical groups, publications, dramatics, and various service organizations. Berwick High School is proud of the outstanding achievements of its students and the community's commitment to the total educational program.
Welcome back, everybody. It is halftime. Berwick leading North Pocono 29-7. Recorded earlier during their pregame performance, the award-winning Berwick Area Senior High School Marching Band, under the field direction of Melinda McElrath and Holly Travelpiece. Band director is Ron Wasser. Their 94-95 field program features rock music of the 60s and 70s from Yes, the Beach Boys, and Edgar Winter. The award-winning Berwick Area High School Marching Band. It is halftime. When we come back, first game highlights from our championship Saturday doubleheader, Susquehanna and Lakeland. That coming up along with statistics and highlights right after this.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your friends from Toyota. I love what you do for me, Toyota. Franklin First. When it comes to banking, see Franklin First. The Berwick Hospital Center, an affiliate of Wyoming Valley Healthcare System. And Ask Me, Council 13.
For expert equipment, one name says it, Valley Rental. The best in aerial lift products. A huge inventory of construction equipment, including rollers, generators, and the Super Chute. And a complete line of dual-fast nailer products and accessories. Check out our expanded inventory, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, Saturday, 7:30 to 12. Valley Rental.
Ooh, how adorable. She has your lips.
Aw, so precious. He has your eyes.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful baby?
These unsolicited testimonials were made possible by Dr. Douglas S. Coslett, the newest member of the Berwick Hospital Center OBGYN team. He's committed to Berwick with a full-time practice in obstetrics, gynecology, and fertility. Dr. Douglas Coslett, another reason you'll express pride and joy at Berwick Hospital Center, an affiliate of Wyoming Valley Healthcare System.
The best Toyotas ever are here. Including the all-new full-size Toyota Avalon. It's big with room for 6. And so are the bargains during Toyota's big full-size sales event. Start with 95 Toyota Camrys priced like 94 Camrys. Check the full-size bargains on Toyota Tercel. It's all new for $95. Or go for the big savings on Toyota 4Runners. Toyota's big full-size sales event is on now. Don't miss the bargains.
You're simply the best.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Welcome back, everybody. It is halftime here at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Berwick leading North Pocono 29-7. The District 2 Class 3A championship is at stake. Earlier today on Championship Saturday here on WYOU, we saw a heck of a ball game between Susquehanna and Lakeland, a ball game that Susquehanna had to come back and rally to win 21-14. Before we show you some highlights of that game, we're going to show you a couple of highlights of this game. North Pocono and Berwick. Berwick up 21-0. North Pocono trying to come back. They get the ball to Charles Lukey.
Charles Lukey gets it. Linebacker who was assigned to Lukey out of the backfield fell down, and Lukey used that burning speed to just sneak in the end zone, hit the pylon.
That made it a 21-7 ball game, but Berwick, every time they touch the football, they get some points. Robbins with a great bit of scrambling. Remley breaks free in the secondary. Kid took a hit and made a great pass.
Leister rails him. He still gets rid of the ball. Remley's just standing there waiting for it. He takes a hit, but he got 6.
Tack on the 2-point conversion, and you have yourselves a 29-7 ball game. Let's take a look at some of these statistics. North Pocono leads in time of possession, number of plays, but when Berwick has the ball, they make it count.
Well, they scored every time they touched the football so far. They've had great field position, and they take advantage of any break they get.
Neither team with a turnover. Berwick with 143 yards through the air.
That's a good secondary, a real fast secondary, and Berwick's picking it apart.
Earlier today, we saw some tremendous passing by one Jeremy Stout here in the first quarter. Stout, 29 yards to Kenny Travis. Susquehanna led Lakeland by a count of 7-0. That lead held up until the second quarter when Lakeland came back. Kevin McGregor ran for over 100 yards today. 36-yard touchdown run. Good cutback here. The extra point by McGregor as well. And it was a 7-7 ball game. But Susquehanna would go back on top before the halftime of this ball game. An unusual play. Jason Soden, the fullback, tries to stretch out over the goal line. Ball comes loose. Glover picks it up. Glover takes it in. That made it 13-7. Derek Goodrich, third quarter now. Lakeland with the ball. Takes it in from 5 yards out. McGregor the extra point. Lakeland had the lead. 14-13. Susquehanna has quite a good defensive secondary as well. Here, Selvinus intercepted by Travis. The turnover. Second one of the second half for Susquehanna. Then Jason Soden, first and goal from the 5. Takes it in. 2-point conversion made it 21-14. Watch it from another angle. Jason Reed with the key block. Soden falls into the end zone. And then with Lakeland driving in the closing seconds of this ball game, looking to tie it up, Jeremy Stout. He went both ways. Led this team on offense as the quarterback here with the leaping interception. That sealed the victory. 21-14 the final. Susquehanna is headed to the state championship quarterfinal round against Schuylkill Haven next weekend. 21-14 the final. Lakeland favored in that game, but Susquehanna, Suburban Conference team, they break a 21-game losing streak against the Big 11. I think it's the first victory for them in some 8 years. But it's a big victory for that conference.
Saugan, Lakeland, state champs, and Susquehanna pulled a big upset. You know, the people talking in the bars down here had the line at about 14 to 21 points. And it totally turned around thinking that Susquehanna would even be in close. Wasn't going to happen, and they did a great job. Coach Bagnell did an unbelievable thing today, and Lakeland's a tough ball club.
The only way you have a bigger upset is if North Pocono can come back from 22 points down against Berwick. Certainly the first couple of possessions of this third quarter is key. Berwick will have the football first.
Well, they usually defer to that anyway, and they like to get it at this point, and that's a position they want to be in. And my buddy defensive coordinator John White-Lavich must have had a big talk with that defense because Berwick had the ball. Every time they had it, they scored, and they got to stop it right away.
Captains meeting at midfield before the start of the second half. There you see Mike Bennett, number 8. He has a 73-yard touchdown reception in this ball game.
When you're back to the scoreboard, Berwick the other way. Berwick will receive. Shake hands.
Will receive to begin the second half. North Pocono will put down.
There you see Ace Brogdon. Berwick will receive the football. I don't think they've had to punt the ball once in this ball game.
I don't think so.
Not too many guys. That could be a good trivia question. Who's Berwick's punter? Because nobody ever gets to see him. They just score touchdowns left and right.
I think we did that Southern Columbia game a couple weeks ago, and they only punted like 4 or 5 times the entire year.
Turn it up. It's 0-0. You turn it up and you go after it. You want to be the best in this one, too?
Yeah.
Let's go get it. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
George Curry talking to his team before the start of the second half, asking them if they want to be the best in District 2. The winner advances against Allentown Central Catholic. Looks to be next Saturday afternoon. Allentown Central Catholic, they've won something like 28 straight games. They're ranked 3rd in the country by USA Today, a lofty position that Berwick once held. Allentown Central Catholic, they're the bully on the block now. They beat Berwick last year, state semifinals. They're the team to beat again this year.
That was a great football game. I watched that one last year, and it was exciting all the way through. And Berwick had their chances in it. Allentown Central just kept their composure. And I know that Berwick's thinking about that now. They got to get this through this ball game first, and that should be an exciting one if the matchup does exist.
Let's see what kind of team has come out for the second half for North Pocono, trailing by 22. Leicester to kick it off. Hayes and Stoico back deep to receive. The second half of this championship game is underway. Squib kick, fielded nicely by the Bulldogs. North Pocono has just handed them tremendous field position.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would, if you were right, squib, it was not a squib kick, I don't think. I think it was onside kick. And they hit to the guy, and the guy bounced it once, but I don't know if I'd give them the ball in this position.
Their own 43-yard line. That's what got North Pocono in trouble in that first quarter. Hayes with a punt return gave them tremendous field position, and then a poor punt by Leicester gave them field position at North Pocono's own 30-yard line. 1st and 10, first play, 3rd quarter. Berwick up 29-7. Stoico, like a battering ram, out to midfield before he's knocked backwards.
Well, North Pocono, you can see one adjustment they did. They just moved their defense a little bit. They shifted over a man. They didn't cover the center that time in a regular 50 defense, and they dropped it in. So they're going to try to do something a little bit different. But right away, Stoico just sees the opening. They try to match up one-on-one with the Berwick line, and they lose.
Gang tackling by the North Pocono defense. Stoico, powerful back, 5'9", 182. You look at Fuller, who's the inside backer for North Pocono. He goes about 166 pounds. Stoico again. Appears to have the first down.
Well, North Pocono was worried about that. Berwick getting those big linemen, those guys. I said before the game, I'm walking down looking at these guys, and they've got little bellies on them. And they look like a Division III offensive line. All these guys who come out of high school, and they eat a lot at the cafeteria and have a lot of Coca-Colas and stuff. And they're worried about getting on these little linebackers for North Pocono.
Timeout down on the field. Bring the chains out to measure.
Well, the Kishbons were working up a good sweat before the game.
Yeah, we were talking about that during warm-ups, during our pregame. It is a first down. These guys, they came over to get some water. They looked like they had just gone through a football game after going through workouts with the Bulldogs.
Well, during the hot season, this turf is unbearable to play on, but right now there's nothing there. Well, they call it turf. It's like concrete with green paint on it.
It looks like some old carpeting that I've seen around. 1st and 10. Bulldogs shift into that power. Stoico cuts inside to the 45. Picks up a couple on the play, 2nd down.
Well, North Pocono got just about an 11-man line that time. They had 5 guys down. He dropped another linebacker down. And that happened in the first quarter. They got up real tight, and Stoico busted one. There was no safety in sight. And they have to be careful of that now, because Berwick doesn't care. They'll throw the ball in any down in any situation.
Mass substitutions for the Bulldogs right now. 4 fresh players come into the lineup. Pick up a 2 on the last play. 2nd down and 8. You know what Curry wants here? He wants a 7 or 8 minute drive to open the 3rd quarter. Slot near side. Keck comes in motion. Robbins out of the gun. Keck wide open at the 40. Keck with a first down at the 30. Keck to the 25. They just flooded that one short zone. Keck wide open.
Well, that was more than a flood. That was like the deluge, a word we learned down here in the flood. What they did is they ran a trips formation. Out of a shotgun here, they run trips and they run Keck in motion, which makes it quads. There's not enough guys to cover him. Linebacker Leister had to come out of the middle, come over and cover him, and just couldn't do it.
Watch it again. Your wide out, your slot guy, they streak upfield.
Tight end.
Tight end streaks upfield. Remley with a good block when he gets down there.
He's a lanky guy, Remley.
Robbins, the keeper, over the 20 to the 19.
They're going to mix it up with the run and pass here, and it puts a lot of pressure on North Pocono's defense. And Berwick's trying to keep their streak going, and every time they touch the ball, they scored.
North Pocono has to prove to themselves that they can stop this offense, and thus far, they have not.
That play there, they fake to a back, and the quarterback just turns around and comes back up the same hole. We used to call that mud cat up the river in the run and shoot offense. Weird name.
Second down. Robbins, the keeper again. Spinning to the 15, maybe the 14. That was not a penalty flag. That was somebody's towel that went through the air. Robbins, a good runner, picks up the first down. He's a big kid, 6'1", goes 185. Probably next season you'll see him come back, a little more weight on him so he can take this pounding.
Well, Paulus used to run the ball quite a bit. I always, I couldn't believe how much he ran the ball, and it was such a valuable product. And the same here. I'm surprised that Robbins is seeing the ball with a lead like this.
Yeah, Paulus was built like a linebacker when he was in high school. He was well over 200 pounds. Kishba, right up the middle. They push the pile forward. Doesn't look like when Berwick runs up the middle that they're picking up much yardage. Then they move the stick and they get 3 or 4. It's just their line has such a great push.
They do, and their line, you're not exactly going to time any of these guys in the 40-yard dash. But they come off the ball a couple steps, and they swarm on you. I remember John Robinson from USC saying back in the old days, just give me those guys who get all over you. The defensive lineman cannot see where the back is going, and we'll take the yardage.
Second down and 7. Berwick at North Pocono's 12-yard line. Stoico in motion. Robbins the fake. Robbins, nobody open. Will keep it. Still on his feet. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He's a smart quarterback. No one's open. Just tuck it and run, or take the down. And it's better not to throw it up for grabs. We've seen so much of that happening lately in the.
I think this kid learned his lesson in that Williamsport game when he threw 4 interceptions. Could have been 5. Eat it. You got a couple more plays coming. You're up by 22 points.
Well, it's a learning experience, and each game you should pick up something new, and hopefully he's learned that lesson.
Third down for the Bulldogs. 6:50 on the clock. They've succeeded in milking the third quarter clock. Now they shift into trips to the far side. North Pocono has it covered. Shovel pass. Kishba. 5. Touchdown. Berwick.
Great call.
They shift to the trips. Everybody moves over to get the coverage, and then it leaves the middle wide open.
Well, also, they're trying to put pressure on Robbins here. And last time they got him, so they figured, well, let's go after him again. Here we go. And he just runs kind of under those guys. And no one's going to take him down. And
McShaffrey and Hoban coming in. They think they got a clear shot at Robbins, but the play is designed to go like that. Let those guys in. Kishba sneaks behind him. Get him the ball.
Kishba stays behind the line of scrimmage.
Kick is perfect. 6:37 to go in the third. Berwick's lead at 36-7.
Sugarman's grand opening specials continue with a Panasonic Panathon weekend, featuring Sugarman's lowest prices of the season on all Panasonic audio and video products. It's Sugarman's best sale of the season during this legendary sale. Save on this video cassette recorder, only $199.88, or this 27-inch stereo TV, only $499.88. Save on this powerful mini system stereo, only $399.88, plus get a free boxed set of CDs with your purchase. Race into Sugarman's this Thursday through Sunday for record-breaking deals at all Sugarman's locations.
AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, in Pennsylvania, representing more than 95,000 public employees working for you. including in northeastern and north central Pennsylvania, more than 15,000 public workers of your state, counties, communities, school districts, and private nonprofit healthcare facilities. Protecting and improving your health, safety, and prosperity. AFSCME Council 13. Edward J. Keller, Executive Director.
Welcome back, everybody. John Nugent along with J.P. Mack. Berwick's domination continues. They now lead at 36-7, 6:37 to go here in the third quarter. Well, we know Allentown Central Catholic is scouting this game. I'm sure they're worried as well. Hoban back at the 10. Hoban up the middle and out to the 30-yard line. First time we'll see North Pocono with the football here in the second half. Berwick, 5.5 minutes with the football last time down.
You're right. They wanted to get a sustained drive and take some time off the clock and not give North Pocono enough chances to score. You know, you have to give this Berwick defense credit. We've been talking all about the offense, scoring the points, and the defense did a great job.
Well, they've held McHugh to 2 of 4, 32 yards, and look at Robbins. 1 incompletion, 8 of 9, 174, 3 touchdowns. McHugh to throw. Almost intercept. Weaver on the coverage, went right through his hands.
I thought they had to come out and throw those short patterns a little bit to get McHugh going and set up the offense a little bit. And you see a play action fake here with Lukey. Naturally, they're keen on him. Stanley's right on him. And a couple of passes he's thrown today have been high. They're catchable passes, but he's throwing them a little high. He's stringing up his receivers.
Second down and 10. North Pocono at their own 30-yard line. Pitch to Lukey, follows Leister. Lukey down the sideline, he's at midfield. Lukey cuts it back. Lukey brought down at the 23, penalty flag, back at the 40.
I saw it right away. A receiver came out and just grabbed B.J. Hayes, and immediately the flag was thrown, and the play was a dead horse.
George Curry out on the field, he's calling that one.
He's calling it again. Lukey, it's a great run by Lukey. It's a real disappointment that had to happen.
North Pocono looking for a spark. Lukey providing it, but it will be called back. It's a big one. We'll let Ace make it official.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
You know who won? All he needed was a little screen block on B.J. Hayes out there, and he still had the play, but they grabbed him. B.J. Hayes is a great story. He's from a great family. His mother was a Susan Pruitt, and she had 3 brothers who all went on to major college football, so it's a great bloodline. And a linebacker, Percy Hayes, is a cousin in that family.
There you go. You got the whole family tree going.
I got it. They don't get invited over to Kishbaz because there's not enough food over there.
Look at George Curry. He is fired up.
Did they miss a yard on that one or what?
They're up by 29. North Pocono has to watch out for another delay. Quickly out of the huddle. Slot to the far side. Second down and a whole bunch. McHugh lofts it up there, incomplete. Looking for Sestak, did not have much time. Kaufman was in the backfield. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy?
John, it looks like the quarterback here on the Berwick side, Dave Robbins, is wearing those big old Herman Munster boots. Let me step out of the shot so you can get a closer look. He has both ankles taped, especially the right one. That's the one he got taped a few minutes ago. I asked him what happened. He said he just twisted his ankle on the last hit he took. Nothing major. He should be able to get back in the game, but judging by the score, he won't have to play too much longer before the second string comes in. Back up to the booth.
Herman Munster boots, huh? You never see Hercules in a pair of those.
No, I don't think so. He has like sandals. It's amazing how quick he is in sandals.
Is that right? Third down. And a couple of miles. Trojans out of the eye. Lukey to pitch. Lukey cuts it back. Picks up a block from McHugh. Bennett comes over. Lukey still on his feet into Berwick territory. Well, he went 50 that way and about 25 the other way.
Does he get credit for all his yards?
No.
I was excited. There must have been about 5 Berwick guys who had a shot at him. George would be livid over that one.
Took about 2 minutes off the clock.
Henry missed him there. A couple guys grabbed too many arm tackles. They're trying to grab. We got to get a shoulder into him. We got a nice block. There you go. See a quarterback blocking out here.
I thought Bennett had him here with the big right hand trying to strip the ball.
Great balance, great, what a cut right there.
1st and 10. Hoban off tackle. Keck and company, Weaver, all come up to make the stop. Bennett as well. Pickup of another 5 yards, 6 yards.
There's a few shoulder tackles involved in that one. And George Curry says Keck is also a big Division I recruit. That's a big trap on the end. Smith again with the trap. Now, Smith's family is a very musical family. Fathers have done more band director, and also Smith had the lead in the school play this year.
You're kidding.
Versatile.
2nd down and 5. Leicester with the 1st down.
This is a North Pocono team we know here.
You know, they teased us like this in the 1st half, starting to put it together, but then somehow they would self-destruct.
Bud Smith is doing a great job of trapping. There was another trap, a different kind of trap. That was a trap, fullback, quick trap up the gut that time.
Clock continues to run, 4:14 here in the 3rd. North Pocono driving, but down by 29. 1st and 10 at the Berwick 26-yard line. Out of the eye again. Hoban spinning in the middle over the 25. Shy of the 24. 2nd down.
Going back a straight ISO, coming up the gut, fullback blocking straight on. Hoban trying to find the hole. Hoban's not quite as strong as Lukey. He's pushing up there, but he doesn't have that extra 2 yards. He snuck down for a couple.
See Knaus? He got spun around on the play. Knew the runner was behind him, so he just sat down. Just to bottle it up in the middle. Any way to make a tackle.
Make a pile.
McHugh, Lukey, Berwick is there. Kaufman, Knaus, Nick Dignan as well.
It's the 24th tackle for a loss in Kaufman's year this year. 24 tackles behind the line of scrimmage is phenomenal.
It's just so quick.
Well, Berwick just moved the defense just a little. You see, there's no one on the nose now. They've used a little shade or load, what we call it, and just to mess up the blocking, because this team was having a nice drive here.
3rd down and 9, passing situation, packed in motion, and they jump up front.
Tight end Jacket jumped off.
Dead ball fall, encroachment on the offense. 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Jacket is also defensive end and punter, jumped off that time.
Sent him back another 5 yards. 3rd down and 14. Ball just shy of the Berwick 30.
This has happened several times today. North Pocono on a good drive. They get down the red zone again, and they make a mistake, and they go back, and it's 3rd and 1,000,000 again.
Berwick has dominated this series over the years. North Pocono's claim to fame is that 91 Eastern Conference Championship victory. McHugh rolling. Goes for the end zone. Knight is out there. Incomplete. Little bit too much.
It was a nice throw. McHugh's a very mechanical quarterback. He does all the things you teach him to do. He brings the arm over the top, threw the ball just a little long, and Knight's not a real tall guy, and he stretched out as far as he could. He's another sprinter. You see him, he's up the sideline. He's got a guy beat. Oh, past the fingertips.
Stop and go. Keck stopped, and Knight ran for the end zone. He was wide open. It is 4th down and about 8 for North Pocono as they come to the line. They desperately need to convert. Check that, 4th and 14. McHugh throwing. Complete. See where they'll mark it.
You got to bring the chains in, I think, John.
It's going to be close. Ace Brogna says, bring him in. Let's give it a measure.
That was a nice pattern. What they did is they put Lukey on a wing, and everybody was looking for him to sneak out again like the pass he caught the touchdown before. And he ran a guy back behind the linebackers for a little curl pattern. Nice ball that time.
That way.
Oh.
Berwick has held. Inches. North Pocono can't catch a break.
I think Nick was too happy with the spot.
No. Things have just not gone right from the get-go in this one.
When you pull a jacket down like that, that means you're really mad.
Or the older guys, they pull their pants up. That's how it works. First down and 10 for Berwick. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Let's see if Robbins will try to air it out. Out of the eyes, Stoyko. Off tackle. Sure they'd like to get him that 1,000 yards in this ball game. Takes it out to the 21-yard line.
North Pocono defense that time, there was no one within more than 5 yards deep of the offense. So they're playing first down, they're playing run all the way. They've got a lot of guys up here. I don't care how many guys Berwick tries to block with, they're outnumbered. He's trying to find a little hole there, but there's no way. Jacket makes the hit.
Second down and 7 again out of the eye. 2 tight ends. Pitch, Stoyko follows Kishbon, cuts it back. He has the first down over the 30 to the 33.
Well, the cutback will be there if there's about 11 men up close to the line of scrimmage, because they really can't do their job. We call it over the fence. The backside guys here on the left side of the defense are supposed to watch for cutback. And now everybody's over pursuing a little bit, and that's why he gets more yards.
Stoyko with 85 yards rushing on the day. See George Curry, the cat man, and the rest of his staff. Kishba right up the gut.
And the cat man was giving a little gifts away here before the game.
Certainly did. Andy Palumbo, what do you have?
John, when things aren't going your way, they're not going your way. North Pocono head coach Nick Donato was just livid about some things that are going on here on the field. He's especially concerned about one of the referees who's working the Berwick side of the field. He thinks they got hosed on a couple of spots. They should have received first downs, should have gotten a fairer spot than they did. He's yelling at this referee, "You're ruining the game, you're ruining the game," and he's appealing to other referees to keep an eye on this guy and spot the ball the right way, according to Nick Donato. Back up to you.
Well, you could tell Nick was very upset with that last spot. Berwick took over on downs. Robbins to throw, has Remley. Looks like he might have another first down. But, you know, that's part of the game. I mean, work the officials.
Sure you do.
I mean, if George Curry has an advantage working an official on his sideline, I mean, power to him.
In the league down here in Wyoming Valley Conference, there's been a couple guys over the past. Mickey Gorham was tremendous at working the refs on the sideline. George is. Teddy Jackson is unbelievable at working the refs. And then he works the managers. He works the ball
Well, it was
boy.
funny. Ted Jackson, Charlie Fick, before last night's game, they're good friends. They're kidding each other about how they coach out on the field. They come 3 or 4 yards out on the field, which is, of course, is illegal, but they both do it, and they've both given each other the business. Robbins down the line, cuts it up. Robbins the first down. The kid can run too. That's the end of the third quarter. Berwick's lead over North Pocono at 36-7.
Ooh, how adorable. She has your lips.
Aw, so precious. He has your eyes.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful baby?
These unsolicited testimonials were made possible by Dr. Douglas S. Coslett, the newest member of the Berwick Hospital Center OBGYN team. He's committed to Berwick with a full-time practice in obstetrics, gynecology, and fertility. Dr. Douglas Coslett, another reason you'll express pride and joy at Berwick Hospital Center, an affiliate of Wyoming Valley Healthcare System.
Growing conditions were quite unfavorable back in the Great Depression. But since opening day in 1934, Franklin First has thrived, making lots of friends along the way with student loans, auto financing, and so many mortgages, keeping deep roots in northeastern Pennsylvania. Yes, that's the way to cultivate confidence.
If you've lost confidence in your bank, see Franklin First.
Something big is happening at your Toyota dealer. Toyota Avalon is here. It's the new full-size Toyota made in America, and Toyota is celebrating with a full-size sales event. Get full-size savings on a dependable Toyota Corolla or lease with lower monthly payments. There's full-size savings on Toyota trucks and 4Runners. And if you act now, you can get a 95 Camry at a 94 Camry price. That's full-size savings at your Toyota dealer now.
You're simply the best.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Fourth quarter set to begin. Berwick leading North Pocono 36-7. A reminder to stay tuned for News 22 immediately following our game. Valerie Amsterdam, Kevin Daniels, Melissa Barrington, and Jason Knapp will provide all the latest news, weather, and sports. That's News 22 immediately following the game right here on TV 22. First and 10 for Berwick. Smith in the ball game. Smith over the 40. Smith loses the football. Hayes picks it up and picks up a first down as well.
Hey, when it's going your way, Smith definitely was stripped from that ball running around the corner. Smith he's sitting on the sidelines a long time today because Stoico's been in there most of the time. You'll see him come around. He's going to get stripped here, but B.J. Hayes is kind of like the safety valve. He's hanging around. Oh, good hit right there. B.J. Hayes has it. Almost gets away. What a streak.
First down and 10. Look at this formation. Everybody over to the right. Stoico loses yardage. John Andres comes up, make the tackle.
That's his tight twins, and it's actually a trips. And he usually runs to that formation. He has a real nice cutback. Smith likes to run that particular formation and cut it back to the left. He did it several times against Homesdale. 2 of them for scores.
This is for the District 2 Class 3A Championship. This Class 3A field in the state of Pennsylvania. Look at the teams. Allentown Central Catholic, Manheim Central, Berwick, Becca High, and Dan Kendra at quarterback. This has to be the toughest classification.
I would think so. It's been AA in the past, and I think AAA is taking over this year.
Delay a game on the Bulldogs. You don't see that happen too often.
I'm amazed, too, because George has such personnel changes all the time, almost on every play. 3-4 guys going in. And
delay a game on the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Plays by committee, as we like to call it. It's amazing that he gets the stuff in. George doesn't have any notepads or anything or clipboards. It's just all in the head.
Guess what? First penalty for Berwick in the game. Again with that double wing to the near side. Smith looks like he wants to throw it. Tucks it in and then pounded at the 36-yard line. A little bit of a different look there. Smith looking like he wanted to throw for a moment.
I'm wondering to who, because I'm trying to see here.
Let's watch it again. Looks like he's ready to cock the arm right here. And there's
I don't think anybody went out, John. I think this is a mistake. Everybody stayed home and blocked. Where he's going with that one?
Player down on the field. 10:37 to go here in the fourth. Berwick leading 36-7.
Edwards Concrete is the first name in quality stone and service. Quality begins with aggregate, from our own quarry in South Sterling to our fully automated concrete plant in Elmhurst. No job is complete without prompt service by our radio dispatched fleet of trucks. We move them in and move them out. Add to that a recycle program to eliminate any waste of concrete, sand, stone, or water. We're open year-round, Monday through Saturday. Now offering heated concrete for winter delivery. We're Edwards Concrete, locally owned and operated, serving the Scranton, North Pocono area.
Still working on a player down on the field. 10:37 to go here in the fourth. Dave Robbins has had quite a ball game, 9 of 10 thus far, almost 200 yards. Those 9 completions to 6 different receivers.
Well, you know, I said in pregame that they mix it up to everybody, their household names, all kinds of guys getting it. You haven't seen Keck in action tonight. He's due for something. You know, I've seen several games with Berwick, and you sit there, you watch Robbins play, but you never realize the percentage he's throwing for all the time.
Brian Smith is up, and he is well. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo.
John, we've got a special guest, somebody I think we'll be seeing next week. Allentown Central Catholic head coach Jim Morgans. We don't mean to throw any dirt on North Pocono, but it sure looks like you're going to be playing Berwick next week. What goes through your mind as you see such an awesome team perform today?
Well, you know, we have all the respect in the world for Berwick, and we played them last year, and they seem to have all the same weapons. We have a great group of seniors coming back, and they have a great group of seniors coming back. All the names are real familiar, Keck, Bennett, you know, so it's going to be a heck of a challenge.
Now, you beat them last year, and they surely want a piece of you. What's it like for the team who came out on top last year? Are you looking forward to this rematch?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you figure when you get this far, I mean, this is what you play football for, to get into the state playoffs, and to play a great team like Berwick is you know, what you're practicing for all summer and all year.
What concerns you most about him? Is it Robbins, whose ability to go to the air, the running game?
Both. You know, they spread you out. They give you so many formations. They try to confuse you defensively. You know, they run the ball real well. They can stretch you. They can stretch you vertically with their receivers. So I'm impressed with them all the way around. And defensively, they're a pretty good football team also.
How do you think you match up with them?
You know, I don't know. I guess we're going to find that out next Friday night. I think we have a pretty good football team, and I think it'll be an interesting ball game.
Coach, best of luck to you. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Let's take it back up to John and Jason.
During the course of that conversation, Tom Boop attempted a 46-yard field goal. It was short and a little bit to the left, but the kid does have a leg. He's a soccer player. His numbers on extra points this season, I think he's only missed 2 out of 60-some-odd attempts. So that's something to keep in mind when you get into this state championship round, when the games are a lot closer and you need some field goals. Points are tough to come by. You have a kicker, a reliable kicker like this Boop kid.
Well, you know, in this situation here, too, they got a big lead. You know, give it a shot, see if the kid has that distance, and let him get a little practice. And sometimes you're winning by a lot of points, you don't get a chance to kick a field goal.
Bulldog defense will not let up.
A little frustration down there now, and North Pocono trying to get something going, and nothing's happening. Berwick gang tackles, and it wasn't a popular item on the North Pocono side. A little pitch out here. Lukey's trying to get outside. You see Berwick has it strung out all the way. Henry has him first. Dignan, you know, Dignan is a very religious family. He wants to be a minister. So he kind of leads the team in prayer a lot of times.
A lot like Reggie White, huh?
Well, kind of.
The minister of defense. Second down, we'll call it 12. McHugh to throw. McHugh steps up, he'll run. It's at the 25, heads for the sideline, takes a belt out of bounds. That's that short sideline. You have the bench, and then you have that fence.
Well, anytime you go over on that sideline, you'll see that them scramble here. McHugh looks, nothing happening. He's kind of tiny back there behind those guys. Going to scramble. This is a short sideline. Anytime anybody hits you over here, the fans yell because it looks like a bad hit because it's so short. There's only about a 5-foot area there against the fence. They're going to change that in the future here at Wilkes-Barre Memorial.
Amazingly enough, 8:30 to go here in the fourth. North Pocono, just their second offensive possession, second half. Jacket comes in motion. Berwick looking for illegal procedure. Hoban on the pitch, follows Leicester. Hoban tackled, 35-yard line. Canals ran him down.
There's some big-time holding up front from North Pocono that time to get around that corner. And Russ kind of just being a little loose right now, trying not to make the game go much longer than it has to. Hoban's looking, we got 2 guys grabbing a hold. Sean Jacket with a nice hook block there. Knocked down on the corner, Hoban for some yards.
Pick up a 4 on that last play, second down and 6. McHugh to Lukey. Henry, 75. We saw some great blocks in the first quarter by Henry. Now he's on defense, laying some people out.
He's playing a good game. He quietly does his job, and he's not a flashy guy. And he's been slanting all night and making some good plays. You know, a guy I forgot to mention tonight, and usually people forget in this position, the center, Josh George, is a highly recruited guy. Matter of fact, I was up at Yale with Bill Langan from Crestwood last week, and they were talking about Josh George, and the Ivy League absolutely loves him.
Third down. McHugh rolling, throwing, complete to Hoban. Hayes on the coverage. Clock continues to run. It's going to be fourth down. He's short of the first down.
Well, they call Hoban the 6th man, you know, the basketball term on North Pocono. He gets in there, he plays a lot of different positions, he gives a lot of guys breaks, and he'd start for many, many football teams in the Big 11.
The only team able to bottle up this North Pocono offense, and Charles Lukey in particular, is Valley View this season. Held Lukey to about 40 yards. Lukey with North Pocono's only touchdown, and it came on a pass play. North Pocono has the first down. Keck and company coming up to make the tackle.
Keck is a heck of a ball player, but no, he hasn't really seen. He saw the ball one time after I mentioned it before when Coach from Allentown Central Catholic was talking over there. Keck got the ball in a little running play. J.S. George trying to get everybody involved now.
First down and 10, North Pocono at their own 46-yard line. McHugh rolling and throwing into coverage, incomplete. Looking for Sestak, Keck, Canals, Weaver, all on coverage on the play, second down.
Berwick's done a fine job in their secondary today. They're near the ball at all times. Thrown up into a crowd, and again high.
Well, you see Kishbaugh, 99, he's in there, jumping in McHugh's face. So that time, the only way to get it over to Kishbaugh was to throw it high. Knight comes in motion, second down and 10. Quick hitter, Leister into the secondary and a first down. And B.J. Hayes took a lick as he made the tackle.
That's where I love to see a fullback run. That's where you like it. Leister straight ahead man.
Just had 2 or 3 of those this afternoon. It may be their best play this far, aside from the touchdown to Lukey. Watch it again. Trap inside. It was Keck and not Hayes.
Keck got the shot.
He caught that one. Didn't make the tackle. He got caught. He caught a big hit. First down and 10. Blitz in motion. Lukey to the outside. Hayes and Remley come up, making the tackle. Good yardage for Lukey on the outside.
This pursuit on the Berwick defense is tremendous. They get 3 or 4 guys on the ball at every time, and as soon as those guys hit 3 or 4 more, jump in on that one. You see Lukey taking a step the other way. Fullback goes left. Lukey goes right. Again, Corey Smith around on the block. Nice square tackle. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 guys that time.
Brian Stanley making it tough to get around that left side.
He plays the short side of the field most of the time, Brian Stanley.
Knight in motion, second down and 5. Pitch, Hoban. The acceleration, falls forward. See where they spot it. Clock continues to run, 4:50 to go. North Pocono has put together quite a season. They were one of the favorites, preseason favorites in the Big 11, along with Lakeland. Lakeland didn't pan out. Valley View came out of nowhere. And as it turned out, Valley View and North Pocono, co-champions of the Big 11.
Well, Nick does a great job. Every year you see his team is usually a senior team, and they lose a lot of guys, but he just keeps replacing them, and they do a great job. And he's an innovator. He runs a lot of stuff that he really works hard on, and he's always been a very good coach.
First down.
That time he gets the spot. It is the first down.
A little late for that.
Nick Donato will be looking for a quarterback next season. McHugh is a senior. Leister will also graduate, so he'll be looking for a fullback. He does have Lukey back for another season.
McHugh was timed at 4.5 in the Penn State camp. That's some wheels.
Especially for a quarterback. First and 10 at the Berwick 30-yard line. Leister, not this time.
They closed down that trap inside. There was no hole at all, nowhere to go.
There was Canals, 90. There was somebody who just shot through the center's legs that time.
Nick Donato wanted to compliment the track program at North Pocono. They have a very good relationship. They have these a lot of track guys. Sometimes today coaches want their kids to specialize, just to play one sport. And they have a great relationship there. And Nick likes to go see the guys play basketball and track and so forth. And it's worked out really fine for the football program.
No gain on that last play. McHugh throwing, intercepted by Bennett. Berwick takes over once again.
The 6th interception by Bennett this year.
And he's only played half a season.
Well, you throw it in his direction. He's a big guy. He's going to go up high. In the Coughlin game, he made a crucial interception. The ball was well thrown in the Coughlin game, but Bennett just went up higher than the other guy could and grabbed it out of his hands. This one was thrown right to Bennett. He was open.
That's his third reception of the game then. He has that 73-yard touchdown catch. You know, I asked Bennett when he goes to Syracuse about being a defensive back. At Syracuse on their corners, they have guys that are about 5'8". Their free safety's a real tall guy. He said, no way. I'm playing wide receiver. Not playing in the secondary.
Well, it's a glory position out there at wide receiver. And, a lot of guys, linemen like to play defense, and offensive people want to get out there and catch the ball.
Well, you remember in the Coughlin game, the big showdown between undefeated Coughlin and Berwick earlier in the season. It was Bennett's first game back, and Coughlin wanted to test him because he was coming off that broken ankle, and twice they threw into his zone, into his coverage, and he picked them twice.
Both of them, yeah. Coughlin's receivers are tiny guys, about 5'8", so you can't throw anything too high to those guys. You got to let them come back to you to get the ball.
Clock winding down on North Pocono's season. Berwick is still alive. They're headed back to States. Stoiko over the 30 to the 31. We'll get a count on Stoiko. I believe he needed 90 yards to reach 1,000. He's at 1,001. So on that carry, Ross Stoiko goes over 1,000 on the season.
Well, George is working on some stuff now. He's not going to get too crazy right here. I think he's going to get the ball and run a little bit. Take the time off the clock and get out of here healthy.
What a game next week. Berwick and Allentown Central Catholic, the rematch. Stoiko still on his feet and down the sideline. There's a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. Litz runs him out of bounds at the 35. Not one, but two flags back at the 27.
Now, Brian Huntz, the tight end, came back around and clipped the defensive end on that play, and it was right away the flag was thrown before Stoiko got off the good run. Same thing happened to Lukey earlier. George Curry told me how old he's getting now. He said he coached Brian Huntz's dad.
Stoiko, 180 carries, 1,001 yards, a couple of touchdowns in that first quarter.
That's quite a feat, John, because Berwick moves the ball around so much with all their people. They're getting the guy 1,000 yards.
Half the distance penalty, repeat third down.
Play called back to the 19-yard line, but Stoiko went over the 1,000-yard mark on that previous carry, so they'll wipe out that run there, but it's still over 1,000.
Is that the second penalty now?
Second penalty, yeah. Very clean game. North Pocono, on the other hand, they've been flagged several times. Some biggies. Robbins hands it off. Kishba, that'll make it fourth down. Kishba gets up a little slow. This is the time of the game George should really substitute. You got all your starters in there. 1:45 to go. Here you go.
Now it's punt team coming in now. Yeah, he should have put the last series of downs. He should have put a second crew in there. You know, you need some guys. Well, of course, he does play a lot of guys during the game too. You got to give him that. But you got to get your kids in there who haven't been in much, and you never know when you're going to need them in an emergency situation.
Well, the reason I bring it up is Kishba on that last carry. He gets hobbling with an ankle. You're up by 29 points. Get some of your key players out of there and get ready for Allentown Central Catholic.
Since you're playing that big game next week, you don't want anybody hurt.
Berwick will punt it away, and now Kishba limps off. He's going to come out.
And on this turf, too, injuries get doubled. As you heard before, Lukey had a big brush burn. The coaches asked me about the turf. I told them that they should wear extra padding on their elbows and knees.
Ryan Remley, first punt of the game for Remley. It is. At the 6-yard line. Line drive kick. Knight at the 48. Knight to the Berwick 48. Penalty flag down on the field.
I've always marveled at the work of skilled carpenters, creating beautiful homes in all shapes and sizes. The American dream. But over the years, I've learned it takes more than dreams to own a home. It takes money. And a relationship with a bank in which you have confidence.
Whether you're building or buying your first home, trading up to the home of your dreams, or simply refinancing, see Franklin First.
Ooh, how adorable. adorable. She has your lips.
Aw, so precious. He has your eyes.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful baby?
These unsolicited testimonials were made possible by Dr. Douglas S. Coslett, the newest member of the Berwick Hospital Center OBGYN team. He's committed to Berwick with a full-time practice in obstetrics, gynecology, and fertility. Dr. Douglas Coslett, another reason you'll express pride and joy at Berwick Hospital Center, an affiliate of Wyoming Valley Healthcare System.
Berwick Bulldogs are headed back to the state championship round. They lead North Pocono 36-7. Final minute of this ball game. North Pocono with the football. And this thing is over. Has been over for a while. McHugh remains in there, starting quarterback for North Pocono. It's a draw play to Hoban. He's tripped up. Seeing his first action, Paul Kyle. 5'9", 255, a junior. Berwick, so many of these players, you know, short in stature, but they've got some weight on them, some muscle as well. Kyle, 5'9", 255.
They all look like George. These guys.
You said that. You said that, pal. You know, he watches these games.
George is tremendous.
Oh, here we go.
I've gone to clinics and just hung on every word.
McHugh to throw. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 8 seconds.
That's true, John. We're at the one clinic, and George was supposed to talk about power football and stuff, and he talked the whole hour about this guy coming out and getting in a stance. The whole speech was about a stance, and that, you know, he's so every detail is covered by George all the time. It was a great speech. He's funny, and he kept us all listening, but we never got any farther than getting in a stance.
You never thought anybody could talk about getting in a stance for an hour.
No. And I learned something.
Did he get his point across?
Yeah.
Oh,
he said tall guys can't get in a square stance.
Lukey, his final carry of the season. And it's a good one. Clock is run out. The Berwick Bulldogs have captured the District 2 Class 3A championship with a decisive win over North Pocono. 36-7, the final here at Wilkes-Barre Memorial. Let's check in on our AFSCME players of the game right now. A couple of pretty good performances. Dave Robinson, 1 incompletion in this ball game. 3 touchdown passes. He was flawless. Charles Lukey, he was bottled up most of the afternoon, but he did have that electrifying touchdown run off the little pass from McHugh. He is our AFSCME players of the game. Let's check in with Andy Palumbo. Andy.
With the man of the hour, Berwick head coach George Curry. You have to be impressed with your team's performance today. They're peaking at the right time.
No question. We beat a very good football team. They're well coached. Those kids play hard. They're an exciting team, and of course, we played hard, and it was a well-earned District 2 championship. We're very proud of our kids.
Let's look ahead to next week. Allentown Central Catholic. How bad do you want them?
Well, hey, you know, they beat us last year. They're one of the best football teams in the United States. I mean, they're an awesome, it's a machine. And they're in a position that we were in last year. So it's going to be a heck of a ball game. You know, our kids, you know, I'm sure they're looking forward to it. Hey, if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. And they're one of the best football teams nationally. That's a powerhouse. So we got to crank it up and have a good preparation and give it our best.
Last question. You've got to feel a little better going into that game this year than you did last year because your team is so much more experienced this year.
Our skilled people are a lot more experienced. They're juniors. They're still young, but they're a year under the belt. We started them all as sophomores last year. And, you know, yes, we are. We're a little better. I think we're a little better from the experience point of view. There's no question. But as you get down near that Altoona date, the teams just get better. You know, there's quality football teams, and right now, you know, you're talking the cream of the crop.
You really want Allentown Central Catholic really bad, don't you?
You're not getting me to say anything to get them mad, because I'm going to tell you a little secret. They're a great enough team the way it is. I don't want to get them upset. We'll be there.
George, you're wise to me. Thank you very much. Let's take it back up to the booth to John and JP.
Hey, Andy, good try, pal. Good try. We'll stir it up later in the week. Final once again from Wilkes-Barre Memorial. Berwick, the District 2 Class 3A champions, 36-7, the final. We'll be right back.
Where family means tradition, where hometown means your home. This is the heart of the heartland, the heart of the heartland.
Right now at Bonanza, a mouth-watering ribeye steak, charbroiled just the way you like it, is only $6.99, including all the extras, only at Bonanza.
The heart of the heartland.
Ooh, how adorable. She has your lips.
Aw, so precious. He has your eyes.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful baby?
These unsolicited testimonials were made possible by Dr. Douglas S. Coslett, the newest member of the Berwick Hospital Center OBGYN team. He's committed to Berwick with a full-time practice in obstetrics, gynecology, and fertility. Dr. Douglas Coslett, another reason you'll express pride and joy at Berwick Hospital Center, an affiliate of Wyoming Valley Healthcare System.
The 95 Toyotas are here and better than ever. Introducing Toyota Avalon, the all-new 6-passenger luxury sedan. It's at your Toyota dealer now, and it's full-size, like the savings on Toyota's big T100 trucks. Get full-size savings on any Toyota truck, 4x4 or 4x2, or go for the biggest savings ever on Toyota 4Runners. Get yours now and save $1,000. That's full-size savings at your Toyota dealer now.
It's not how big or powerful you are that inspires confidence, but rather a sensitivity to what's really important. That's the key. In banking, folks really want simple, low-cost checking accounts. After all, writing a check to pay a bill is painful enough. So the checking fee should be low and the level of service high. That's how you win people's confidence.
If you're paying bills and high checking fees, maybe it's time for a change. See Franklin first.
Today's WYOU Sports High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your friends from Toyota. I love what you do for me, Toyota. Franklin First. When it comes to banking, see Franklin first. The Berwick Hospital Center, an affiliate of Wyoming Valley Healthcare System. And Ask Me, Council 13.
If you see news happening, call the News 22 hotline, 1-800-422-9968.
Welcome back, everybody. Berwick over North Pocono, 36-7. Andy Palumbo standing by with our Berwick player of the game.
Dave Robbins, you had a good day today. They hardly touched.
Yeah, our line did a hell of a job blocking. They did a real good job just staying with their men, and we're using a little play action, and it really helped.
You feel confident going into next week's game against Allentown Central Catholic, a team that beat you last year?
I'm looking forward to it. Our team's looking forward to playing them all year. It's going to be a big rematch.
That was the goal from day one, was to get back at Allentown.
The goal from day one was to go against Allentown Central Catholic, yeah.
The team's a little better than last year because a lot of people, including you, have more experience now. That's got to play a factor next week.
Yeah, it does. We have about, I don't know, probably like almost our whole offense is back. I mean, we have a lot more experience, and we're ready. We're looking forward to it.
Should be a good game. We'll see you there. David, thank you very much. You had a good game today. Let's take it back up to John and JP.
The rematch is set between Berwick and Allentown Central Catholics next Saturday afternoon. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. North Pocono had some good numbers, but North Pocono had all the points, 36-7.
Well, they just, every time they got the ball, North Pocono started a nice drive, and then something happened, a penalty, a mistake, and nothing came across. Berwick, every time they got the ball, something came across, they got points, and that was the difference in the game, and especially in the passing yardage.
Yeah, North Pocono can never get a passing game on track, 39 yards total for that. Time of possession goes to North Pocono as well, but again, final points on the scoreboard. Berwick wins at 36-7. We'll be back with some final thoughts right after this.
Sometimes life can get complicated. You begin to lose confidence, and the things you treasure most become heavy burdens to shoulder. In times like these, there's no better resource than a trustworthy and prudent friend.
At Franklin First, our loan officers are ready to help you with personal loans, mortgages, refinancing, and home equity lines. Restore confidence. See Franklin First.
And be sure to join us Thanksgiving Day, this coming Thursday, 10 a.m. for a special edition of the Game of the Week. We'll be in East Stroudsburg for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game featuring Stroudsburg and East Stroudsburg. That's the Thanksgiving Day special edition Game of the Week right here on TV 22 WYOU. The final, one more time, the Berwick Bulldogs are the District 2 Class 3A champions. They have defeated North Pocono 36-7, the final. For my partner, J.P. Mack, also known as Hercules, Andy Palumbo down on the sidelines. Our statistician, Kurt Stelfox. Director Jack Carney, Martin Cabelli, our producer. Our entire crew, you guys are the best. If you've been watching, you already know that. 36-7 a final. We'll see you again on Thursday, everybody.